Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Julie and we're here to do this week's pick a card, which is a message from Spirit. So let's see what you need to know or what they want to tell you. So you can choose by crystal. So we've got ruby and matrix, super lovely. And we've got rose quartz, beautiful classic for love. And then we've got amazonite. Just love this colour as well. I love all of them. And so either choose via crystal or by the card that resonates, so group 1, 2 or 3, and then click on the timestamp in the description box to watch your reading. So look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. So let's see what your message from Spirit is. Just a note that I'm using the Angel Feather Oracle deck. And so you've got happiness awaits, and so, you know, feel happy and optimistic. There are bright days ahead of you. So that's a really lovely message, and I love the yellow as well. It reminds me of the sun, and you know, it does mention sunlight yellow as well. So the message is pretty clear. I think it's a message of support. So because everyone watching will have a different situation, but you know, if you're having a difficult time, just know that things are, they're just unfolding because that's just the way it has to happen. But they're moving forward in a really positive way, and so you have good things that are waiting for you, and you know, and for everyone else, you know that there are good things that are lying ahead, and just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a really good job. And you know, like, just keep being kind to yourself and encouraging to yourself, because sometimes, you know, it's not always easy when you know, dealing with everything that we have to deal with in this modern world. There's, you know, so many things, and it just seems to keep adding, more. So it's just be easy on yourself and allow yourself to rest and be still when you need to. Like, it's really important to take care of yourself, because that's going to add to your happiness and joy. I think that's the main message. I was just tuning in to see if there was anything else. And I think just really be in the present moment. Like, don't think too far in the future, because you know, our joy and happiness is in this moment right now. If we say, oh, we'll be happy tomorrow, or I'll be happy next week, it's kind of you know, there's a bit makes no sense really, because you know, we have the ability to be joyful now despite all that is happening. And so, you know, there's that strong message of create your happiness now as well. You know, if you're having a difficult day, then what is it that you can do that, you know, will lift you up? Maybe it's having a chat with a, you know, really good friend. Maybe it's having a cup of hot chocolate, a coffee, you know, reading. You know, there's so many things that we have to hand, and you know, we're really fortunate. And I think that's the other message as well, is about gratitude. So, you know, the more that we can be grateful for what we have, then the more, you know, happiness we do have in our lives, because, you know, that's what we're focused on, all the good things that are happening to us. And, you know, where you focus your attention is what builds. So if you're focusing on all the things that are going wrong and what's not working, then that's what you'll get more of. And so it's really important. I mentioned it in the channeled guidance video this week, about really, because everything is manifesting so quickly at the moment, it's really important where you put your attention, and to always, you know, align with love. And when you're in that loving space, then you're kind to yourself, you're loving to yourself, and you know, as a result, that happens to be reflected on the outside. So yeah, just keep in mind where your focus and attention is. You know, create a gratitude list. You know, it doesn't have to be every day, but just think about or take time to reflect on the things that you do have. And the more you do that, the more that is going to come your way. So let's see what else the tarot has to say. What have you got to say for group 3? Oh, sorry, group 1. Sorry. Oh dear. Fun and games. I'm just going to put these out so that this card wants to come out. Let's see what we've got at the bottom of the deck. So at the bottom we've got the 5 of Wands. So this is about conflict. And so, you know, if you're having conflict with others, then, you know, I know how hard it is. You know, I've experienced it myself, when you just feel like either, no, things aren't fair, people don't understand, you know, all those type of things. And it's really hard when we're in that situation with others. And I can only talk from my own experience and learning is that, and especially more recently, because in the past I had no problem, you know, sort of defending my part and saying, no, that's not right, I'm not doing that. And as time has moved on, or, you know, I've kind of realized that actually that's not the point. The point is actually to be in peace, or for me anyway, like having peace in my life is so important, and being in conflict just didn't help with that. And I realized that I was in conflict because I was, you know, in a way battling myself, wanting to defend myself. And, you know, if you believe you know what you're saying is truth, then really there's no need to get into that. You just allow people to do their thing and you do your own thing, and you don't need to get in, you know, try and convince anyone of your point of view or what you're experiencing. And, you know, if that's a new concept, then understand that it might be hard to hear, but the more that you can get into that, the more empowering that you become, because you then become the master of your own emotions. So rather than you know, having to defend yourself you know, with other people, it's really about, well, this is what I believe, and so this is what I'm going to do, and I don't need other people to agree with me, to understand me. I just need to do what I need to do. And so you get back into your powerful space, you align with your true self. And so, yeah, that's a really powerful message. And I think, you know, it all interrelates. That's where your happiness will come from as well, when you don't need to get into conflict with others. You can just be who you are, and without the need to defend or explain yourself. And so this is interesting, because normally I don't read the cards up what do you call it? Upside down, or, you know, but we've got the 9 of Wands here, so someone who is quite tired and fed up and everything like that. So if that's you, then, you know, this is really a really comforting sign that things are going to get better. And also, because it appeared this way, it's almost like you're coming out of this period now of feeling, you know, a bit war torn and a bit over it, really. So that's sort of, you know, from the past, that's, you're moving out of that into this present moment, which is the Temperance card. And being a major arcana card, it's saying this is a significant theme at the moment. And Temperance represents patience. So, you know, be patient with all that is happening at the moment, that things will unfold as you know, as time goes on. And sometimes we're in a rush because what we're feeling is uncomfortable, and we don't want to feel that. But the more that you can just be with those feelings, just observe them, let them be there, the more you realize that actually there's nothing to do. You know, when the moment is right, you'll know when you need to act, but you don't need to sort of get ahead of yourself. It's like the path will, the sun, or, you know, your guidance, you know, your spirit will guide you. And that's what spirit wants to say as well, is that, you know, the path will reveal itself over time. You don't need to know everything that is, you know, happening right this moment. And they're also saying, tune into your your inner guidance. And because firstly, that's how spirit communicates with you. When you're tuned into yourself, you receive messages much more easily, and it also will mean that you learn to trust yourself more and learn to love yourself more, which is really important in this time, and to be balanced as well, you know, being 1 foot in water, 1 foot on the earth. So yes, you're in your emotions, but you're also grounded in how you deal with them. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and so this is a queen who physically is abundant and has it all, really, even though she probably looks a bit sad there. But what I'm feeling is that if you're worried about money, you're worried about finances and uncertainty about perhaps your career, work, etc., just know that what this is trying to tell you, that everything is unfolding, that it's almost like you have to remember your own abundance before those things come to you. It's almost like we've been taught that we've got to hold on to all these things and then money will come and then we can slowly build it. But actually, in reality, that's not how it works. And it's, you know, it's actually when you align with that feeling of abundance and know that you are abundant and really feel that, then all the, you know, everything you need is provided to you. So you don't actually need to accumulate and hold on to things. They will just come to you when the time is right. And it's such a different way of thinking, I know, especially if you're, you know, like me, we're brought up to believe in saving lots of money, saving for your retirement and all that type of stuff. But if you learn to trust in your intuition and, you know that spirit is always with you, then you don't need to get into that fearful state of accumulating. You can just have, you know that everything you need will come to you. So that's a big message, Group 1. I hope that resonates with you, and, you know, your team are always around you, so communicate with them, speak with them. If ever you need support and guidance, and they'll be there with you. Thanks so much for watching, Group 1. I'll see you at another reading. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's see what Spirit has to say to you, what their message to you is. If I can pick up the card. Oh, so you've got a new beginning. That's so lovely. I haven't looked at these cards before. I just shuffled them randomly. So this is a nice surprise. So it's just saying the angels or Spirit ask that you ready yourself to commence something new and exciting. A wonderful fresh start awaits you. Oh, how beautiful. So, you know, if you've been wanting something new to come in, then take this as a sign that things are unfolding perfectly for you and you've got new things coming your way. And, you know, if it's something that you hadn't quite expected, just know that it's something positive that's coming your way. And, you know, really feel at the moment in September that we're really at the cusp of something new coming in. And, you know, it looks all murky at the moment because it's almost like the earth, the planet is going through birthing pains, and you know that the birthing process isn't always the easiest, but when you come out the other end and you have this new baby, or you have this new beginning, then it's wonderful. And so it's like the message I receive is don't be afraid, don't get into anxiety about it. Just stay in that energy of love and know that what's coming to you is meant for you, and you know, it's what your soul has been desiring. And you know, sometimes we get new things into our life and we think, oh gosh, this is not what I was hoping for. You know, it looks different to what we had expected, because in our minds we think good things should always look pretty and all that type of stuff. But some of the, you know, the experiences that I have had in life haven't always looked that way. They've been surprisingly, you know, different. Never have imagined it, but it's been a real blessing. So just know that new beginning and new blessings are really coming your way, and you know, I think that's super wonderful, really lovely. So let's see what the tarot has to say as well. So what's the message for Group 2? Spirit, what's the message for Group 2? Message for group 2, please. I notice that the cards have been a bit sticky of late. I feel like they want to be pulled this way. Okay. I mean, perfect. You know, the cards always come out the way they need to. So at the bottom of the deck, you've got strength. And, you know, being a major arcana card, this is, you know, a big theme. So it's almost like be strong. Know that you have the strength to get through whatever it is that you need. And Susan Jeffers, she wrote a book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, which I read maybe about 20 years ago now, and I just thought it was really great and still applies now. And what she said that had really stuck was, we get into fear because we think we won't be able to handle whatever happens. And so this strength card is really about knowing that whatever happens, you'll be able to handle it. And when you do that, you can let go of the fear rather than trying to control things, trying to make things go a certain way. It's just like, okay, I can let go and really just surrender and allow life, spirit, you know, my team to take care of me. So that's a really lovely message. And, you know, also that side of yourself, tame that side of yourself that does go into fear and worry. And when you catch yourself, just be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm feeling a bit anxious and worried now. Which part of me needs maybe a hug or needs just to be spoken to? Like, you can just imagine that part of yourself that is feeling a bit neglected or maybe feeling a bit worried, and it'll be an aspect of yourself, you know, probably from childhood, which had experienced that for the first time. And, you know, at that age we couldn't do anything. Like, it was hard to know what to do. As a, you know, between a 4-year-old, for example, or a 7-year-old, it was a very difficult situation. But we keep those aspects of our childhood within us, and they're there unresolved. So it's really important when you start to feel any of those things come up, to reassure that inner child, that child from, you know, 4 years old or 7 years old who didn't know what to do, to know that they're okay, that you're there for them, because that's what will cause you to go into fear. Because as an adult, you don't need to do that, because you can do things differently. But it's almost, we get sabotaged by those previous experiences. So just remember your strength, and to be aware of your thoughts and what's happening within you. So it's interesting because in the last in group 1's reading, the first card came up upside down as well, and I don't normally read them that way, but I think it's doing that for a reason. So you've got the Two of Swords here, and the Two of Swords is about indecision, not knowing which path to take. It's almost like, you know, you're at a crossroads, and, you know, the message I'm getting is that, you know, if you don't know which way to go, you feel, you know, blindfolded, don't think about it, don't try and use your mind to process it. Go into your heart space and ask yourself, what is it that I really want? Because you already know. We already know what we really want in our hearts, but we're still conditioned by old beliefs, by society and all that type of stuff. And our real superpower is our intuition. And, you know, ask spirit, ask your team, you know, which direction do I need to go? And then, you know, once you've spoken to them, let it go, and then they will send you the message. For, you know, I'm really 100% sure that you'll always get the message when you ask, and it will come from a higher space. So just tune in. But it feels like, because this is in the past position, that you're coming out of that, and that you either have made a decision, or one is going to become very clear for you. And because in your present position, it's interesting as well, because I don't always read in past, present, future energies, but it seems to be important in this particular reading. And so you know, Spirit is just saying that things are getting better. You're moving into calmer waters. And yes, you might still be feeling a bit, you know, sad. And, you know, when we've just come out of something difficult and challenging, it is tiring, and you're almost a bit like, oh, I'm just trying to express the feeling that I'm getting from, you know, this woman who just kind of is she's not at the end of her tether, but just more a bit depleted. And it's like, no, things are moving forward. You're moving into calmer waters, and things are moving and lifting up. And, you know, the new beginning card is, you know, testament to that as well. And then you've got the Hierophant card. And it's interesting because the first thing I saw, because normally the Hierophant is about spirituality, and, you know, I'm getting that message of, you know, really connect with your spirituality. And that can be anything. That can mean, you know, playing with your crystals, or doing some astrology, reading up on astrology and numerology, all those type of things. Anything that really connects you with that part of yourself that is not just in this 3D world, which is very, I don't know, very heavy, I feel. Versus if you can start to play and really get, you know that you are more than just a physical, you're more than just a physical, and you're also more than just a human being. You're a spiritual being, in a human form, having this experience. And so when you connect to that, it strengthens your intuition, but it will also open doors for you. And I also, what I wanted to say at the beginning was the 5 that I saw, and the 5 represents personal power. So generally I wouldn't see the Hierophant as being that, but there's a message in there, and he's almost pointing to it as well. When I look at it, remember your power, remember how strong you are. You know, look at past situations that you've been through that have been challenging, or, you know, and just see how far you've come, really, because you're more powerful than you think, and more powerful than you've certainly been told. And it's really important to remember that you can handle whatever comes your way. You know, the Strength card again, like your strength, remember your power, remember your spirituality, and then you'll just find that you know, you'll move into this new beginning with much ease and grace, and it won't be as you don't need to have that anxiety and worry attached to it. So I hope that resonates with you, group 2. It's really nice, and like just seeing the rose quartz there reminds me just to be loving to yourself as well. Be kind and loving, because that's the best thing that we can do for ourselves. And if that feels strange or unusual, you know, that's okay, and seek support, help. You know, if I can help you in some way, then let me know as well. But you know that doing all of these things will really help you with the unfolding of this new path that you're on. Okay, group 2, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's see what Spirit has to say to you, what their message is for you. So you've got travel plans. The message is the angels are here or Spirit, to advise you that travel is coming up for you. This may be associated with work or well-earned holiday. Well, that's interesting, especially during these times. So perhaps for some of you there is travel coming up. And so, yeah, that's just simply it. But also there's something about just taking a break, taking some time out for yourself. That's what I'm feeling as well. That maybe you've been working very hard, and you know, it's almost like, yeah, Spirit just wants you to, I know at the moment, for depending on which country you're in, perhaps you know, you're in lockdown, or you're going into that again, the fun things that we're experiencing at the moment. But if you can, just take time out for yourself. It doesn't actually have to be, a huge holiday. If that's possible for you, then do that. If it's not, then actually there's a lot that you can do to relax even whilst at home. And really it is about taking some time out and just doing things that are joyful and relaxing for you. That's the message that I'm getting there. So just take what resonates depending on your situation. So let's see what messages the Spirit will give with the tarot. Oops. So that one goes like that. What other messages do we have? Oh, okay, so we've got 2. Oh, no, you actually have 3. All right. I'll just read these all together then. Let's try and fit those in. I'll move this across. So before we get into that, I'll just look at the bottom of the deck. And so you've got the Sun card, which is really, sorry about that, the happiest card in the happiest tarot card in the deck. Like that good things are coming. And funnily enough, if you are able to go away on holiday, then go somewhere where there's sun. And if you aren't able to go anywhere, then spend time out. Spend time out in nature, and where you can have the sun around you. So yeah, just try and do something that allows you to be in the sun and be in nature, so that it will help you to relax and to let go of what stresses may be happening in your life at the moment. And then you've got the 7 of Wands, and so 7 of Wands represents conflict, and for me this is about internal conflict. So perhaps you've been having a bit of a difficult time, maybe being hard on yourself or not being sure what you need to do next, and it's just felt like that. So just be aware of how you talk to yourself, because even when things are challenging, it's learning how do we help ourselves. And maybe as children, or maybe as a child, that's how you were talked to, and it's really important when you move forward to really be kind to yourself, to treat yourself the way that you would have liked to be treated when you were younger, so you can start to change those old patterns. Because this is saying that you've got a new, you're taking a step forward in bringing something new into your life, because you've got the Pentacles, and that's something that is something physical that you're bringing in, and it's almost like it's like a seed, an idea that is just coming through. And so almost like taking this time out will really help you to get clear on that, what it is that you want to bring into the world, and share with everybody. There's that feeling of really wanting to share this new idea or this new service product with everybody. So also, like, don't doubt yourself, really just allow yourself to like really lift yourself up to when you're in this stage of trying to think of new ideas, and not even trying, just allow that flow to come to you, because the Hermit card is telling you to take this time out to reflect, because it's really important to you go inwards, because that's where all the answers are. We always get told that, okay, if we want anything, we need to go outside, ask someone for help and all that type of stuff, but really our power is within us. So take the time to go within. And then you've got the star there as well, which is saying it will be lighted up, your path is being revealed to you, but you need to go internally in order to be able to see it, and be still. There's something about really just being still. If you're used to being active and doing things, and this time of stillness is invaluable, so really important. And when you do that, it allows things to come to you very quickly, And so you've got the Eight of Wands here, which is like fast movement, things happening quickly. And it also came out with the Tower card as well. And so the Tower it's about when things aren't working for you. Things will happen that kind of shake your foundations, because it's almost like they weren't working anyway. And so, something really needed to change in your life. And so you've got like thunder coming and burning the building and all that type of stuff, which looks dramatic. But, it's more like things, if this ends up being part of your reality, then it's because they weren't meant to be in your life anyway. And I know that's hard, because no one really enjoys going through those challenging periods. But when you come out of it, you would have learned so much, you would have grown so much, and it will be really valuable. So yeah, it's like really important for you to go within, so that you know where it is that you want to go. And then it allows things, like once we're clear on where we want to go, the energy just aligns with that. It's when we're not really sure, and there's nothing wrong with not knowing as well, because we often need that time of not knowing to know what it is that we want. So it's just a part of the process. But just give yourself that space to come into that, to, time to reflect, go out into nature, spend time out in the sun, take a break. If you can go away for a few days, do that. And then, you'll get the clarity on where it is that you want to go next, or what it is that you want to share with others, your work, for example, or your life's work. And the message is also just be kind to yourself on that path, and really be gentle and kind, because when we're in, especially at the moment, when we're in such a period of transition, it's easy to go into old patterns. But we need to just keep remembering, aligning with love. Be very conscious and aware of what we're thinking and doing. So group 3, that's your reading. Just know that good things are coming your way, and it's just just take that time out to really reflect and be kind to yourself. Go out into nature, all those things, or go away on a holiday if you can, or a break, and just give yourself time to really think about what it is that you want to do. Allow the steps and the actions or direction to come through, without going into thinking mode or analysing too much. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you at another reading. Bye.